What's up, everybody? I hope you guys are having a blessed and awesome day. You're listening to What the Fred podcast, where we talk about 4 traits to become unstoppable. That's focus, resilience, energetic, and driven. And part of the continuation of this book, Living a Life of Awareness, let's get into the chapter of the goal of the ego. Our ego, or our sense of personal importance, is constantly trying to define itself to the world. It is fueled by the need to be right, to win, and to know everything. Anytime you feel yourself struggling, fighting, or arguing with others and yourself in an effort to defend and maintain your beliefs and ideas, that is your clue that you have become attached to the goal of the ego. And now your ego is running your life. It is through these beliefs and ideas that the ego has constructed the story of you. So it's no wonder defending them elicits such an emotional reaction. The ego builds itself on the belief that we are separate entities, disconnected, and is in competition with another. But nothing could be further from the truth. When you realize your interconnectedness to all beings, the ego no longer controls you. The function of the ego is to keep the illusion alive. Here's your practice. With awareness, notice when you feel compelled to dominate those around you, either by aggressiveness or passive aggressiveness. Means when this happens, your ego is controlling your life. Remember, you are not in competition with others. We are all connected, and no one deserves to be dominated. Not you and not anyone in your life. Wow, that kind of hits hard for being an athlete. Because being an athlete, you want to go ahead and dominate your competition. You know, you're going to do, you look at it as when you are off the field, your friends, but when you are in battle, they are your enemy. I changed that dynamic towards the end of my Olympic weightlifting career. I decided just to go ahead and give value to others, people that I'm competing with. When they were up, I was cheering for them because I was looking at it as I'm showing up with my best and I want them to show up with their best, because together we're going to be rising to the top. As one of my coaches would say, that the cream rises to the top. I looked at it as I want to show my best. I hope they're showing up with their best, but regardless, I'm going to show an appreciation for them, because when it comes right down to it, am I in competition with that person? No, I'm in competition with my previous self. My numbers that I did the last time that I was in a competition, or if I want to break a record or whatever it is, using that energy, putting out that energy, and then the energy is going to be reciprocating back. And that's one thing that I noticed when I was in a competition right after I had a pectoral tear and I had it surgically repaired. And I busted my ass for physical therapy. And then months later, I was training, and then I was in a national competition and I broke some records because I changed how I was looking at things, because I was putting out that energy. I was lucky in my eyes to be there. So I eliminated that ego. And when you do something like that, you start having fun with life. But I know the ego is always constantly there. And I know that, as Dr. Wayne Dyer would say, ego stands for edging God out. And just think about all the times in your life where you let your ego get a hold of you because you always want to be right and you want to show to others that you are right. You constantly see this on social media with people posting things, and you got to go ahead and start I'm going to show that person. That's your ego right there talking. Instead of it saying, oh, that's a different point of view. Interesting. Thank you. I didn't see it that way. you're seeing things from a different perspective. So my friends, you guys have a blessed, you guys have an awesome day. Be about it instead of talking about it. And man, I am just loving just being in Mother Nature, beautiful surroundings, and you can hear the birds chirping. So you guys have an awesome day.